How do I know if a girl likes me? This is the most common question I get asked, and I'm about to share with you the best dating advice you'll ever hear. It's gonna answer your question, and it's also gonna give you the best mental paradigm for understanding where you stand with a girl and whether or not she actually likes you or she's just wasting your time and you should absolutely move on. I'm gonna solve this age-old conundrum with 3 simple words. Just ask her out. Just ask her out. That's 4 words, but when things are just flowing, you let them flow. You don't. They're not flowing anymore. Let's pretend I said that was 4 words. But either way, I'm about to spit some fire that is going to change your life, so you're going to forgive me for saying it was 3 words when it's actually 4.
The city never sleeps, full of villains and creeps. That's where I learned to do my hustle, had to scuffle with freaks. I'm an addict for sneakers, 20s a Buddha and bitches with beepers. In the streets I could greet ya, about blunts I teach ya. Inhale deep like the words in my breath. I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death.
If you're talking to a girl and you're already at the stage where you guys are texting back and forth, or maybe you know her in person and you kind of get mixed signals, you don't know if she likes you, maybe she does, maybe she doesn't, stop pussyfooting, stop sitting here overthinking, stop pondering it as if it's some sort of fucking philosophical existential question, and just ask her out on a date. Because if you ask her out, you're gonna get your answer. All you have to do is ask her out on a date. You're either gonna get one of 2 responses. Either she says yes, there you go, you got your answer. She likes you enough to go on a date with you. Or she's gonna say no, she doesn't like you. She doesn't want to go on a date with you. She's gonna ignore your message, which means she doesn't like you enough to respond to your message and go on a date with you. I literally just solved it for you. Now, you're gonna say, oh, but what if she says she can't because she reschedules or she's busy? That's totally fine. A girl's investment level to go on a first date with a guy is always gonna be very low. So in the beginning of an interaction, a lot of times you're probably gonna have to do a little bit more investing than the girl. Because again, even if you're Mr. High Value Man, fucking billionaire, whatever it is, a truly hot girl, a truly high quality girl is always gonna have more options than you. I don't give a fuck how high value you are. I have friends who have 2 or 3 million followers on IG, the blue check mark before you could buy it like a brokey. All of them would get rejected by girls still. They DM girls and the girls would still not reply or kind of give them these mixed signals, and I would tell them the same thing. Bro, just ask her on a date. If she says yes, you're on a date with her. Boom. She says no, you know your answer. If she says, oh, I can't, or she tries to reschedule with you, that's fine. If she reschedules, just reschedule for another time. If it becomes a trend where she's constantly like, oh, I can't, or maybe, or I don't know, and she's kind of 50-50 flaking on you after you asked for a date once, maybe twice, maybe even 3 times, at that point, you know, okay, she doesn't like me enough to fully commit to a date yet, but she does like me enough to not completely reject me and write me off. She likes me enough to truthfully just keep you on the back burner, keep you as a guy she might hit up or she may entertain. And if that's the case, that's fine.
One scale, a couple bills, came in this shit by myself. Dolph, why you fuck this girl? Shit, cause I'm a player.
All you have to do is move on and put your attention and focus on other girls. This is why, as a man, the most profitable strategy for getting you more dates and actually getting the chance to find a real relationship with a woman is to always be entertaining multiple options until you get a certain level of investment from the girl where you know, okay, I don't need to pursue other girls, I can just focus on this one because I know she's worth it and that's the one I want to pursue. So if you get one of these flaky girls, all you have to do is, instead of planning your romantic future with her, planning how many kids you're gonna have, planning what her fucking bra size is when you have sex with her, instead of doing all of that like a fucking nerd, all you have to do is say, okay, she's flaked on me and given me this sort of flip-floppy answer when I ask her out on a date 2 or 3 times now. She probably doesn't like me that much. What I'll do is I'll hit her up maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. I'll hit her up with some regularity. I'll move her to a level 2 girl, a girl who I might get out if the stars align perfectly. We're in the same place. I post a story on Instagram. She sees I'm there. We're in the same spot. I invite her up. Boom. It's very easy for her to say yes. She shows up. Or maybe I just catch her on a weekend where she doesn't have plans and I'm her best plan. I'm her best option at that time. Boom. I'll take her out on a date. Great, no worries. However, don't focus on this girl. Put your focus on acquiring new girls, new leads coming in who are going to be more likely to say yes and their willingness to invest is higher. Now again, a lot of you guys are going to say, oh, that's simping. She flaked on you once or twice, or she's kind of giving you flip-floppy answers, 2 or 3 times. How is it simpy to literally just copy paste, hey, what are you doing this week? Hey, what are you doing Saturday? You just send this to all of your level 2 girls, the girls who aren't super high interest in you. You send it off to like 5 or 10 girls, see who's down to go on a date with you. One of them is going to say yes, and boom, you have a date for Saturday night. You don't have to take everything so personally because again, if it's a first date, a girl is always going to be lower to invest, which is why we want to use stuff like Instagram to build up that familiarity and get her to invest in going on a date with you. Now, I know a lot of you guys have fragile, sensitive egos because you watch too many red pill videos and you think if a girl ignores your text once or if a girl doesn't really accept your invite to hang out, you're not going to do it again. But think about this. It's like sales. If I already engaged a lead and they showed some interest, I can get a lot of sales from following up. And again, following up is simply just sending a text. I don't think about her. She doesn't take up any mental capacity in my head. All I do is just send her a follow-up message once a week, once every 2 weeks, whatever the cadence is going to be, whatever is going to make sense in this specific situation. You have to use your brain. You have to be a big boy. You need to use your judgment to know, okay, I'll hit her up with some regularity a couple more times to see if I can get her out on a date. Now, if she's kind of giving you a flip-floppy answer, 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 times, at that point, it's probably just best to just ignore her, keep her in your Instagram. Maybe you'll see her if the stars align and Jesus and God are on your side that day. But the more important thing is to not be afraid to follow up and just ask a girl again to hang out. Because if you do this, you're just going to end up getting more dates because you're going to increase your conversion rate. If I have 10 girls and I ask them all out once and I get 3 out on a date, my conversion rate is 30%. I got 3 out of 10 out on a date. If I don't hit them up again after I ask them out the one time, I have to go out and get another 10 new girls if I want 3 dates. However, if I just send another text, which literally costs me nothing, literally takes 2 seconds, doesn't hurt my ego because I'm not a little bitch, instead of getting 3 girls out of 10 girls on a date, I can take those same 10 girls and get a couple extra dates from a smaller pool of women. I don't need to go out and get new girls. I can just maximize the pool of women I already have now. So if you want to get good at dating, if you want to be able to have lots of options so you can find the best one, the one who's going to be the best girlfriend for you, the best life partner for you, it is a combination of actively finding new leads, but also following up and getting the most out of the existing leads that you already have in your life. If you do this, it's going to be very difficult for you not to get dates. So stop being a little bitch, stop having such a fragile ego, be okay with just following up with a girl. It's okay if you lose a little bit of frame to get her out on the first date because you haven't met her yet. So once you get her on that first date, she's gonna see how epic you are. She's gonna see your value in person. It's gonna be undeniable, and you'll get all that frame back because now she likes you because you have game, because you know what you're doing. You know how to attract her. You know how to spike emotions. You know how to build a real, genuine, authentic emotional connection. So stop being a little bitch. Don't be afraid to follow up, whether it's in business or with women, because dating and sales are literally the same exact thing, and just ask her out. Remember the 3 words, just ask her out. And I know it's 4, but now we're saying it's 3, so it's 3 because I said it is. And that is what's known as frame. And because I'm talking to the camera and you can't talk back to me, it is what I say it is. You see what I did? I convinced you of what it was. I told you that it was 3 words. You didn't believe me, but now that we went on a date, you just sat here for 3 minutes watching this video. Now you have to believe me because my frame is so compelling, and I was so compelling, and I just spit genius facts to you. So remember the 3 words, just ask her out. Stop being a little bitch.